Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, coming back at you on Tuesday, May 10th, 2022 for your weekly reset update. Going to be an exciting week in the world of Destiny 2. Of course, Guardian Games is entering week 2. We've had a couple of fixes go live with a hot fix today that's going to allow you to pick up some of those packages at Eva Levante. I'll show some of that later. We've got Iron Banner returning this week with Lord Saladin. Of course, a brand new Nightfall for us to go and farm out in. Unfortunately, weapon this time is duty bound, not the plug one palindrome we were all hoping for. But let's go ahead and dive on into all the things that have changed this week. Of course, with Iron Banner going live, we also have Double Valor active this week too. If you're still missing some resets, now's your time to get it done. Alright, for the second week of Guardian Games, Nightfall this time around is, of course, Birthplace of the Vile. This strike takes place in Savathun's throne world, and like I said before, the Nightfall weapon this week is, of course, going to be the duty-bound legendary auto rifle again. A lot of us were hoping for that plug one palindrome, but it looks like Bungie's going to make us wait until the last week of the season to get another chance at farming that. We do have Scarlet Keep next week, so hopefully you Guardians will be able to get yourself a decent version of it. As usual, you'll get better chances at getting these Nightfall rewards by running higher difficulty versions, and if you're on the Master, here's the list of modifiers that you'll be dealing with. Of course, we have got Raider Shields. Scorn Raiders now have Void Shields. Champion foes, you'll be facing Overload and Unstoppable champions. Match game is always on. Famine, all ammunition drops are significantly reduced. Shielded foes, you'll be facing Arc, Solar, and Void Shields. Need to have the trifecta to take out this strike. Subtle foes. Certain foes are stealthy when at a distance. They become visible when near a Guardian. And finally, Acute Void Burn, meaning 25% void damage dealt and 50% void damage received. So you get a little bit of a buff, but you take a lot more void damage. Alright, of course, for the Vanguard weekly playlist, the modifiers are Solar Singe. For the dailies, we've got Brawler as well as Blackout. And of course, you know it's mostly going to be the same stuff for the Grandmaster version. Next up for Gambit, it's just the regular Gambit playlist this week, no crazy labs or anything like that. Get that for your pinnacles. For Crucible, of course, we've got Control, the Iron Banner's back again. Along with the Iron Banner, we've got Mayhem, Survival, Rumble, and Elimination. Plenty of great options out there for you Guardians. Heading over to Savathun's throne world, the story mission, or rather the weekly mission this week is, of course, the Ritual. You can run this for a chance at some high stat armor as well as Ascendant Alloy. Over at the Wellspring, it is Wellspring Defend this time, with the Tarnation as the weapon drop that you'll be able to get. Of course, running higher difficulty versions of it, the 1580 is going to get you more Tarnations and Ascendant Alloys as well. Beyond that, of course, you've got Vox Obscura as well as the Preservation mission if you're still looking to get some decent pinnacle gear. Today's Legend and Master Lost Sector are going to be Vela's Labyrinth over on the Cosmodrome. This is going to have an Arc Burn as well as Arc and Solar Shields with a Barrier and Unstoppable champions. The exotic drop for today is Exotic Head Armor, so if you're still looking for a decent Lorelei Splendor, now's your chance to go get one. If you're looking for some more Moon gear, the Altars of Sorrow weapon this week is the Blasphemer. So if you haven't gotten a decent version of that, this is the time to run it. Alright, let's go ahead and head to the tower and check some of the bigger stuff there. Alright, here at the tower, of course, we're going to start off with some of the vendors, beginning with Master Rahul. For the resource gains, he's got Glimmer purchases for Etheric Spiral, Baryon Bow, and Glacial Starwort. As for the other exchange, he's got Baryon Bow for Legendary Shards, Helium Filaments for Legendary Shards, of course Spin Metal Leaves, and Glacial Starwort for Legendary Shards as well. Moving on over to the Gunsmith, let's take a look and see what Banshee 44 has got for us this week. Alright, Scathelock, a fantastic auto rifle. If you're one of the people out there who is really trying to farm for a great summoner and you just can't manage to get one, Scathelock is an amazing replacement for it. This 600 RPM auto rifle is definitely a workhorse in both PvE and PvP, and it's got a serviceable role this week. Full bore, hammer forged, steady rounds, flared, under pressure, and multi-kill clip. That's more than serviceable for a PvE variant of this gun. Would definitely recommend it if you haven't gotten a good auto rifle already. For Funnel Web, it has got Steady Hands, Focused Fury. Definitely a serviceable role. But of course, with something like Funnel Web, you're looking for Subsistence mixed with Frenzy or some kind of damage boosting perk. But if you haven't gotten a decent Funnel Web and you're just looking for a Void submachine gun, this one can definitely fit the bill. And then, for Warlocks out there, we've got the Eternity's Edge Sword. This is coming with Hungry Edge, Honed Edge, Tempered Edge, Infinite Guard, Relentless Strikes, and Assassin's Blade. This is a serviceable roll of this sword. Not the best combination out there, but it's definitely one of the better ones. If you haven't gotten a good version of it, this might be the week to pick this up. Alright, and over at everybody's favorite gunsmith, let's check out the mods that Ada1's got this time around. First up, Linear Fusion Rifle Loader, Unflinching Sidearm Aim, Quick Charge. This is where you can become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple combatants with fusion rifles or shotguns. Not a bad perk. Definitely pick it up if you haven't gotten it yet. And Grenade Launcher Holster, which gradually reloads your stowed power grenade launcher over time. Multiple copies of the mod stack to reduce the time taken to fully reload. Definitely not a bad pick. Make sure you've picked up all of Ada's mods and added them to your repertoire. She generally sells great stuff every single day, so you want to check her out every 24 hours. Alright, next up, of course, is the man with the plan. Lord Saladin of the Iron Banner is back once again. If you haven't participated in Iron Banner at all over the course of the season, you'll have a short quest with him that's going to drop you pinnacle rewards, and then he's got 4 weekly bounties, all of which drop great pinnacle gear. Definitely make sure that you're grabbing these before you head into the Iron Banner this week. After that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Eververse. Now, I know normally I go through absolutely everything that Eververse has. I'm going to skip out on that a little bit this week. I got to get to work soon, and I want to go ahead and get this video done. But for the silver offerings, we've got the Reigning Champion emote. This was actually on sale for Bright Dust last week. Hopefully you picked it up. We've got the Wedge Exotic Sparrow. Definitely a good looking one. And then the Champion Shell Exotic Ghost Shell. That actually might be worth picking up, especially if it goes for Bright Dust before the end of the season. For the other offerings, we've got the Exotic Victory Lap Sparrow, the Power Lift emote, the Laurel Wreath Projection, and the Up for Grabs shader. Not bad at all. Alright, skipping down to the bottom page here, we have got the Torchlight Exotic emote. Kind of going along with the whole Guardian Games Olympic sort of vibe. The Sponsored Shell. The Lawnmower Exotic Sparrow. The Team Spirit Exotic Ship. The Celebrated and Elevated emote. And the Triumphant Exotic Ornament for the Heir Apparent Exotic Machine Gun. Good stuff all around. Out of that, of course, we've got the Titan Projection for the Ghost here. And then you see all the rest of the stuff that's kind of added in. I'll let you guys go and check that out on your own. Last but not least, of course, Eva Levante has entered week 2 of the Guardian Games here. Meaning she's refreshed her weekly bounties, so you can go ahead and pick those up. Of course, you're going to be picking up contender cards and all that kind of stuff. But if you completed a bunch of the challenges last week, got those platinum rewards, visit page 2 for Eva. You can now pick up some of these unclaimed rewards by clearing out some of these thresholds. Last week we couldn't really pick these up. You definitely can now. Again, so long as you cleared the required medallion threshold. But alright Guardians, there we go. That's it for your weekly reset vid for the week of May 10th, 2022. Guardian Games is still in full swing and we've got at least another week of grinding before we're going to start learning about what's coming next in Destiny 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.